Welcome to Healthy Lifestyle with Lorianne. I am Lorianne Kazdia. Our goal here at Healthy Lifestyle is to inspire, educate, and empower you to fulfill a healthy, emotional, spiritual, and physical life so you can feel empowered to live the life you have always wanted and dreamed. Welcome to the show, everyone. I hope you're having a really great weekend. I know we are. Today on our show, I gave the Facebook people a little inspirational in advance notice, but we have the great Sandra Pagano on. She's the founder and owner of Long Island School of the Arts and Harmony UPK, a preschool, as well as a real estate portfolio. We'll get into all those different things. She, like many of us and many of the people we have on our show, do many different things at the same time. So very prolific. And then we have a surprise in our second half, and you need to stay tuned to find out what that surprise is. Welcome to the show, Sandra.
Well, thank you, Lori. Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. So let's talk. Let's chat. How did you get into music?
I began at a very young age. I just had always had an interest, and my dad was always performing in bands. And as a young person, I took advantage of everything in school, and I did chorus and anything I could do. My dad taught me guitar at a very young age, and that's what really spurred my desire to want to learn more about music. I liked singing, and then I took piano lessons.
And didn't you go to Malloy College for music therapy?
I did. Yeah. I always liked psychology. That was also a secondary interest of mine. So I kind of combined the two, and I decided to study music therapy because I was able to use music as a vehicle to reach people and to help with some of their issues in the special needs world, and also adults with issues like after having strokes. And I also worked with drug and alcohol addicted people for a while, and that was very interesting.
Yeah. You've been very active in your community. It's Shirley Mastic area?
Yes, that's where I grew up.
Yeah, and you now live in what, Centery?
Hampton Bays.
I mean, Hampton Bays, yeah, okay. For some reason I had you in Santa Mauritius.
Okay.
So, Hampton Bays. So, but not only do you have that background in music, but you also opened a preschool. How did that come about? What inspired you to do that?
Well, I've always also loved children. And then when I had my own children, I didn't really want to send them off to preschool. Mm-hmm. I felt that they needed to learn, but it was nice to be able to have their mom around with them. So I kind of found the best of both worlds, and I was able to open an early childhood program.
That's Harmony UPK?
Yes, yeah. It was Harmony before it was Harmony UPK, but we had a nice group of kids, and my children grew up. I hired other teachers beside myself. Yeah. I studied which curriculum I wanted to use, and I began teaching my children and other children and having other help to be able to run the establishment and pay bills while I was raising my children.
Nice. And then how did you transfer and take the next step to include Long Island School of the Arts? You're a busy woman.
I can't lie. I am a busy woman.
Always have been, as long as I've known you.
Well, you can sleep when you're dead. So
there you go. That won't be for a very long time. You got too much work to do here, girl.
I decided to continue with my passion. In addition to loving having a preschool and loving children and having my children grow up in a preschool, which is great, I did want to continue to nurture my own soul and feed myself with my performing arts. And so I continued to offer many different programs in addition to the preschool. And I went back with teaching. So I was teaching piano and voice. And then I hired some other teachers to teach wind instruments and string instruments and things, and dance and theater. And we continued along that path, and it morphed and snowballed into a fairly large program for some time. Yeah.
I think that's where we started connecting and resonating with each other, because we had so many commonalities. Both of my parents were musicians.
Yes.
I'm a singer. I loved performance. I directed children and children's shows in various local community theater. So I think there was that string that always brought us together.
It did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And also being very community-minded. We're both very community-minded. So giving back is important, right?
Absolutely.
Why?
I feel that everything shouldn't just always be money motivated. even though we all need money to live. But it's nice to be able to do things from your heart and not just always worry about the bottom line. And disconnecting from the bottom line gives you the freedom to be able to give more and to be able to connect more and not worry as much about your performance and those things. You're really just doing something that you can connect with other people, and you're being free from having that. When you're working at a job, obviously you have a certain thing you have to do, but not having that pressure does put you in a different category where you don't have to think about it. You can just freely do what you enjoy doing and do the best you can and not have to be concerned about that.
Right. What made you decide to study music?
Well, because I always had a passion for it and a love for it, I decided there really wasn't any other major I really could do. I did try a couple of other things in the beginning when I first started out, my first couple of years of college. And then I realized you have to be true to yourself.
Yes.
If there's something that you love to do and it's in you, you really just can't deviate too long for it. It'll come back to you. Yeah. Or you won't be as happy and fulfilled in your life if you're just doing something that's not aligned with what you're meant to do. Your calling really is what I think it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and interesting that you said when you went to university, you were trying different things.
I did.
And that's the place to try it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the safest place to try it and at the right time. And then you were able to balance raising your children while working and having your preschool, right?
Yes.
And
sorry about that.
That's okay. No worries. We do it all the time. No worries. So what made you decide to open up not your business, but your businesses? Because you have other things, which we'll get into in a minute, but both of those, understand the freedom that you have.
Yes.
Understand, but there's another why under there. What made you open those specific businesses up? Your love for children.
Yes.
You had said before.
Absolutely.
But what else did you want to bring to your community?
Well, I like to give back, and I'd like to be able to share my gifts and be able to I'm a community-minded person.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to give back and have a sense of community and be part of that.
You're still on boards for your high school, right? And
I'm on the Alumni Association. Yeah. We do a lot of things.
That's for William Floyd, right?
Yes. We do a lot of stuff. We do Distinguished Alumni. We do Outstanding Educators, which is what I co-created with Paul Cassiano. And we honor
used to be
instructors.
The principal, yes?
He was a superintendent for many years.
Yeah.
And we honor a lot of our teachers from William Floyd who have made a huge difference in the lives of students. The students nominate them.
Yeah. You also honor a lot of alumni, like Congressman Zeldin comes from your school.
Yes.
And I love the fact that, William Floyd was a signer of the Declaration of Independence.
Absolutely.
And right in our backyard here on Long Island, we have this beautiful treasure right down in Shirley and Mastic. And a lot of people don't even know that. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
And you graduated from a school district that is named after him.
I know.
So that to me is just totally amazing, because what they did so many years ago still withhold and upstands today. It's still really solid today, and it applies. So just a beautiful document that he was part of, right?
It's amazing. Yeah. It really is. And even just people not knowing about the history, there needs to be more awareness of that.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Should be. Yeah.
Without a doubt. So then, to add to your two schools and everything else that you do, you also became a real estate investor. Where did that transaction happen?
Well,
transition and addition.
I do like real estate, and I do enjoy transforming places and making them. I've done some rehab work where I've changed the whole look of a house and made it beautiful. But there's also financial incentive with that, because if you do the right thing with real estate, then the equity does so much more than working at a job or doing something else could do for you. Yeah. And I knew that someday I wanted to make sure that we were provided for in the future, and my children and my future and my legacy.
Now, knowing a little bit about you in the past, is it that you got involved because I know at one point you were looking for a new location for some of your schools, and that you wanted that freedom, not only financial but also freedom to know that you never had to worry about where your school was going to be and that your kids had a place to come. Right. Did that start some of that as well? Was that part of the inclination to get involved in real estate?
Maybe on some level. I think there were multiple things that really inspired me to do that. And an interest in it. I mean, you should never be doing something you don't have an interest in. If you have a liking for something, you should be able to do it. And there are different reasons to do different things. Now, music is just a pure joy for me. So everything I do in the performing arts is because of my love of that. Yeah. But the things that I do in real estate are coupled with the realization of needing, to be able to provide for a future and financial.
Yeah,
it's financial more.
Yeah, I get it. And so what kind of adversities, and I like to refer to them more like hurdles. What kind of hurdles did you face having these businesses, having your own businesses?
Well, I mean, it's not easy. It's really not for the faint in heart. I mean, there is a lot that comes against you. And unfortunately, there's a lot of politics even in things like who's getting awarded contracts and how, resources are distributed.
Yeah.
There's favoritism, there's, and then there's
That's life.
Just working with the general public. There's some wonderful people, beautiful people you deal with. And then there are those who don't like seeing someone else succeed. And unfortunately, we don't like to talk about that, but that can hurt you a lot because when you're an open-hearted, trusting person like me, you do open your heart to people and believe that the best in everybody.
Yes.
And then you really set up to get hurt. And I have had a lot of hurts. And the thing about it is the perseverance side of me. I don't allow that to make me give up on everyone else and to, stop doing what I do for the love of what I do.
I always look at things like that, those kind of challenges, as an opportunity for me to have a learning lesson. And then once I learn what it is, hopefully I don't have to repeat it again. But more importantly, you, like we focus on the positive side. So although these adversities happen, these hurdles happen, we're still focused on who we're serving, who appreciate what we're doing, and taking those positive steps forward. You're a very positive person. I've seen you basically crawl uphill if you needed to in order to get what you needed for the kids that you serve. And you really work for the community because it's so important to you. And you put them before yourself. And I really admire you for that.
Thank you.
And that's one of the reasons why, one, I asked you to be on the show, but two, and most importantly, it brings me to the next project that you're on because, why would you just sit still and do three things at the same time? Plus raise a family and be a member of the community and be on all these boards. But you have a new passion project. So let's talk about the passion project because that's why you're here.
Yes. I'm collaborating with the Cultural Center in Southampton and with Piccola Opera. And
from Maine?
No, they're in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Based, but they were singers are like Connecticut, everywhere.
Right.
So we're collaborating together to do a really great performance. It's going to have little excerpts from many different operas. It's going to be like Rigoletto, Le Nozze di Figaro. We're going to be having La Traviata, Carmen, and Die Fledermaus. Which that's going to be a few scenes from that are very fun. And what it is, and Lakme.
It's opera in the park, right?
Yes, and it's going to have the flower duet. From Lakme. It's really what's great about it is that we selected a lot of the famous choruses and opera scenes that are well known. So people will recognize and sing along or just know the tunes. And the other great thing is that we have prepared some narration. So like prior to each of the scenes or the songs, you're going to get like a whole entire overview of what is about to be sung. So you'll understand the scene before it happens.
But wait, there's more.
Uh-oh.
You're also having the children in the area.
Yes.
They can come to almost like a camp in order to learn this and be part of this with this very well-renowned opera company.
We've selected.
How did you do that? That's just amazing to me that you have that kind of relationship. That's pull, girl. That's pull. I love it.
Thank you. We have several children that are singing, and they're going to be singing in some of the songs, and not all of them, but the choruses that are the major choruses. We're teaching the parts to them so that they can get up on stage with the professional opera singers who are phenomenal.
Yeah.
And they will be able to sing with them and have the experience of being in what's almost like a live opera.
Yeah. And also the experience of working with professionals and the experience of getting up on stage and
Exactly.
And working as a unit. It's so funny because I have the Stars Awards for many years. And the thing that people said was, well, it's not like sports, and it's everything like sports because it's a group effort.
Right.
It's a team effort. We just use different vernacular for the team that it is. Their choruses. They're everybody has their part literally in the music, and without it, the music is not all there.
Right.
So you need all the instruments. You need all the vocal instruments because the voice is an instrument, right?
Exactly.
And you're going to help these young young women and men sing along with professionals. How does that make you feel, girl?
It's wonderful. I'm excited about it. It's just all coming together so well.
So how do they get involved? How would, if somebody's listening and they want to have their student, their child, their niece, their nephew, their grandchild get involved, how would they get in touch with you to see if you have, first, do you have any openings left? Do you have a few openings left?
I do. I have a few left.
Okay, good.
If they want to come.
Awesome.
Yep.
So how would they get in touch?
Well, they could go to my website. It's lischoolofthearts.com.
Okay.
Or they can even call me if they want to.
Sure.
It's, the office number a lot of times forwards to my phone, so I'll probably get the message. It's 631-399-ARTS. It's 2787.
So 631-399-ARTS.
Correct.
And that's
631.
631, but what is ARTS in?
2787.
2787, yeah, just in case you can't spell, and if you're on your cell phone, you don't have the letters. I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? So you can actually Google that if you have a problem with that. But I love that you're doing this, and let's talk about the inspiration. How did you get this idea to do this opera in the park, go reach up to New Hampshire, get this unbelievable, it's a famous group. How did you do this?
You know, I don't ever give myself limitations. If I feel like I want to do something, I always believe that if it's a good thing, that it'll just all come together.
And it does.
You know, and honestly, my faith in God plays a big role in everything. My faith, it's the foundation of everything that I do in my life.
Yeah, me too. Source,
and
God,
the motivation,
universe, whatever you want to refer to, your higher power.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we're the instrument for them.
Absolutely.
So it's a beautiful thing. But what inspired you? How did you come up with?
Well, I had a friend
in your backyard.
I have friends that are.
You have friends? Good for you. You weren't done.
From New Hampshire, and
I'm so fresh today.
So one of them has an opera company, and we just were chatting, and it just came. We knew with the pandemic that things have been just so difficult with Broadway closed down, the Metropolitan Opera closed down. There's been very limited amount of performances that people can go to.
Right.
And so we were talking about maybe doing this for 2022, collaborating our efforts and doing something really fun like this. And then I said, maybe we could make it work for this summer since things were lifted with COVID on some level. And I said, maybe let's reach out and see if we can get a venue, if we can try to do it. And so a few months ago, we started just planning. And that's kind of how we came.
Yeah. And step by step, drop by drop, you're seeing everything fall into place, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love that. And now you have information out there, flyers out there so that people can sign up. So you really want to get involved with this and sign up as soon as possible because the school starts when?
The 12th is when our rehearsals begin.
So your rehearsals begin on August 12th. Do they have to audition?
Well, I do a little bit of an intake and an application process so that if they have a background and they've sung in things before, not necessarily.
Okay. So it's open to anybody who's interested in being part of this and being part of something way bigger than all of us.
Age 10 through 19.
10 through 19. Wow, that's quite an age group. That's great. And so it starts when again?
The rehearsals are going to start on August 12th.
August 12th, so you got to get that in. They should contact you ASAP.
Yes.
And they go through, when's the performance?
The performance is going to be August 19th.
Okay.
It's going to be at Agawam Park. It's Job's Lane in Southampton.
Right.
51 Pond, I think it is on.
Is it free to the public? Is there a small fee?
It's absolutely free to the public.
Look at you.
And you will need to bring a chair because there's a big, giant lawn.
Yeah.
And it's overlooking a beautiful lake. And it's in a beautiful part of Southampton, right by the Cultural Center.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a wonderful show.
What a great opportunity, a nice, summer evening to sit there, listen to some opera, watch some of the local talent get up there. Some of our children, some of our grandchildren will be up there. How exciting is that? It's
very exciting. Also want to mention there's going to be food there. There'll be a food truck.
Yay.
And we've gotten quite a few donations from the local community that's really supporting the event. So bring some money if you want to buy raffles because we will have some of those to...
Name some of the companies that are supporting this event.
We have Flying Point has given us a basket. One of the layout companies for doing artwork, and I forget some of the names. I don't know all of them.
That's okay. We'll look it up in the break, and when you come back for the second half, we'll definitely mention it because you know what? Anybody who's supporting the arts, we really appreciate that, and especially these times, all that help that you can get. And you're still looking for sponsors, right?
We are, and actually that's why I'm not mentioning because some of them are like planning to do something, but I don't know for sure because the confirmation hasn't come yet.
Well, they need to do it sooner than later because because you never know who's going to step in there. You know, you might have some big company stepping in there. So you know about the surprise for the second half of the show. And it's really exciting, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I'm so excited about this. This is a very talented young lady who did something on her own. I can't wait to hear of what inspired her to do this and the steps that she took. And it's a really good story. You excited to share this with everybody?
Very much so.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So it's Opera in the Park, and they can reach out to you at
lischoolofthearts.com, or you can give me a call at 631-399-2787, 399-ARTS.
Right. That's excellent. So we're going to take a small break. We always appreciate you listening in. We are having a blast here. I'm so excited about our next guest. This is so great. And Sandra, you're wonderful. You'll stay with us for the second half. I want to talk more about opera in the park.
Yes.
I don't know why I was going to say opera in the arts. That didn't make any sense, so that's why I stopped. But anyway, we will see you in a few. Just hang in there. Come right back. Go get a drink of water. Go get something nice to eat. And we'll continue in a few minutes. Well, welcome back to Healthy Lifestyle with Lorianne. I am Lorianne Casdia. I hope you guys are having a great day. We are having so much fun here in the studio today with Sandra Pagano and our special guest, which people on the Facebook already can see. So we're really excited about this. Remember, Sandra Pagano and the Opera in the Park. Sandra, you remember the name of the layout artist.
Yes, it's Kim Rembel.
Kim Rembel. And I know you have a slew, so many sponsors that, you know, we're not going to be able to mention them here. Right. But if they go on your website, will they find them? Will they be able to see them?
They will soon.
Yeah. Awesome. So again, you really want to make sure that you sign up as soon as possible. Oh, by the way, if you have any questions, comments, or you would like to see or hear someone here and you'd like to have us do an interview, please reach out to us at healthylifestylewithla@gmail.com. And of course, follow us on social media. Everybody wave. At Healthy Lifestyle with LA, and we will be happy to just engage with you guys and love the fact that you guys follow us. So, our special person here, it's Lila Ray is her name. Lila Ray Pagano is your niece?
Yes.
Is your niece. You are one beautiful young lady.
Thank you.
So, you did something special recently that got a little bit of attention from a very large elected official. Matter of fact, a United States congressman, correct? Mm-hmm. So, tell us what you did. Tell us what inspired you. Tell us why you did what you did.
Well, I made a tank top for myself and a T-shirt for my younger brother that said Zeldin for governor one night while we were talking about going to a rally to go meet him. And my mother reminded me that I had gotten some pens for T-shirts for, I think, my birthday or just at the store.
To design T-shirts?
Yeah, to design T-shirts.
Yep.
Yeah, and she suggested that I would try to make one of these, and said Zeldin the governor, and I did, and I tried my best, and I know it was late at night, so some of the lines, it didn't turn out perfect, but it turned out really cute.
Turned out how it was meant to turn out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's really cute. And actually, on Facebook, you could see it if you just show everybody on Facebook. And if you want our listeners, if you go to our Facebook, Healthy Lifestyle with Ella, you'll be able to see it. It's beautiful. You did a really good job.
Thank you.
So what happened then?
Well, when we went to the rally, we got to take a picture with Zeldin. He said he liked
Congressman Zeldin?
Yes. He said he liked the shirts.
I'm old school respect. You got to use the whole thing.
He said he liked the T-shirts and the tank top, and we took the picture and we went home. We got an email, or my mom got a text message from someone from a group she belongs to on Facebook called The Loud Majority, where we did rallies with them and stuff.
Right.
Yes, and she got a text message from a lady there saying that she liked our T-shirts, she wanted me to draw out the Zeldin for Governor logo on a piece of paper so that they could sell them for other children and print them out on the T-shirts.
Oh,
I said yes. I drew out the logo, and well, she sent a text message a few days later of a picture of one of the T-shirts, and they started being sold. We did later on get an email from, I think, a team working with Zeldin. And
Congressman Zeldin?
Yes, Congressman Zeldin. And it mentioned my name in it, so we were all pretty excited.
That's pretty cool.
They had things about the T-shirts, where to buy them, and stuff like that.
Oh, that's really, really cool. So how does it feel to first meet a United States congressman?
It was pretty exciting. I feel like it was all exciting, and then when it was over, it was like, well, that just happened.
Yeah, that really happened. That really did happen. Yeah, he actually lives in the Shirley area, right? And do you know him from school? Like, how did you approach him, or did he come to you when he saw your shirt?
Well, what happened was he was speaking there at one of the rallies with a bunch of other people that were, I think, going to also be running. And basically, so he was taking pictures with everybody. We lined up, we got a picture, and he said that I love your shirt. Did you make that yourself? I said yes, and
he's a pretty cool
he
guy,
said
right?
that he said it looked great, and we walked away.
That's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy, right? Yeah. So why do you do this? Why do you go on these rallies? Why do you get involved?
Well, I figured because I'm not old enough to vote, I thought, why not just show my support with my parents?
That is beautiful. That's really good. I love that you're getting involved. So your whole family seems to be, because your aunt is community, centric. That's really important to her. Really important to your family as well?
Yes, it is.
Is it important to you?
Yes.
Why?
Well, because I'm a child, and I'm very...
May I ask you how old you are?
I'm 12.
You're 12.
I'm a child, and I'm not really
You're a
old
young
enough.
adult.
I'm not really old enough to do a lot of things, so it's just important to me to do what I can.
So do you do what you can when you say that? Is it you do what you can to give back to your community?
Yes.
Is it important? Community important?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Why is community important?
Well, a community is important to me because it's a sign that we're united, like the United States, we're always united together, and a community should be the same way.
Yeah, we work together, right?
Yes.
And we help lift each other up, right?
Yes.
And together we're stronger, aren't we?
Yes.
So I always look to, when I speak to people, the collective mind, multiple people, is always stronger than the singular mind, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
So now you said you were sitting there and you were having a conversation with, did you say your brother? When you were designing your shirts?
Oh, with my mom.
It was with your mom? Okay.
She was telling me that she reminded me that I had the pens
Right.
that I'd gotten at the store from my birthday, and I've been doing a bunch of designing with them because I'm very into art and stuff.
I was going to ask you that.
Yes.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
Well, really, it's singing and dancing right now.
Oh, look
but
at that. Do you happen to
music-
go to your aunt's school?
She's gonna.
I'm going to, but I haven't yet.
Okay. Is she going to be part of the opera in the park?
She sure is.
Stop it.
Yes.
That is awesome. That's amazing. And you love doing all that, and you want to go to school for that?
Well, yeah, actually, yeah.
That's really cool. What started you being involved with the arts and community? And your mom sounds like a really cool person. I like her already. So she's a cool person?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a pretty cool person.
Well, when it came to like arts and music and stuff, it was really it was my love for the Lord. I got involved with a bunch of things like that. I got involved with my church a lot, and I like to sing. I started a YouTube channel. It's very small, but it's just for fun.
What's your YouTube channel name?
Christian Gotcha Girl, capital L.
Christian Gotcha Girl. Lila Ray, that is beautiful.
Thank you.
I love that. That and your name. I don't know. How did your mom come up with that name? Do you know?
With
Your name, Lila Ray.
Well, I had an aunt named Lila. She was very important to our family. She was very nice to everyone. Unfortunately, I didn't get to meet her. But I was named after her, and then I think I was named after my uncle, who was also named Ray, so we just put the two names together, Lila Ray.
Look at that. You're a namesake. You follow through. You keep them alive through you. And look at the beautiful work that you're doing and the contribution you're making back to your community. I'm really proud of you. I'm really honored to meet you and know you for all that you're doing. And you're a very well-spoken young woman, so I wouldn't call yourself a child anymore because I don't think that that's the case. I think you're a leader. You're a leader definitely in here, and I look forward to following you in the future. If you have any other designs in the future, can anybody get in touch with you in order to see what other designs that you do?
You can comment on my YouTube channel.
And that channel is again?
It's Christian Gotcha Girl and then a capital L.
Okay, Christian Gotcha Girl, capital L. I'm going to look you up and I'm going to follow you. Can we subscribe and follow?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to subscribe and follow from Healthy Lifestyle with LA, that's for sure. And I really look forward to having you back on the show again when you have a bunch of different designs. Would you do that for us?
Of course.
I really appreciate you being on the show. Thank you so much. Sandra, this girl, your niece.
I know.
Amazing.
I know.
She was telling us about you, and I was just like, bring her on. And last minute, you come on like a superstar, and you got this. It's amazing. Just amazing. So you're going to be part of the opera. What do you think about that?
I think it's going to be really fun. I think that it's going to be something that we wouldn't have been able to do in 2020, and we're definitely moving on from COVID.
There you go. I love your attitude. Just a minute. Mom, good job, Mom. Mom's in the booth. Oh, look at that smile on her face. Very prideful. So again, Sandra, I want to talk a little bit more about the opera in the park. It's going to be where, when, what, how do they get in touch with you? I like to repeat it a lot of times so people get your pens and papers down because you really want more students. And are you going to limit it, or I keep seeing you're opening it up to more and more?
Well, I am trying to, but obviously there's going to be a limit in space.
Right.
But so I think I probably have maybe 3 or 4 more openings that I can probably fit comfortably.
Okay.
So it's going to be at Agawam Park again. That's on Job's Lane, and it's actually 51 Pond, and it's right by the Cultural Center in Southampton. It's going to be at 6:30 p.m. on August 19th. And bring a chair. And bring money for raffles.
There you go. Raffles. There's going to be food. There's going to be good music. Lila Ray will be here signing autographs because this girl is going on fire. I'm telling you right now. So really, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing that you're doing. I love the fact that you're getting involved with the community. Are you rallying your friends to also get involved in community with different events and different topics that are important to you?
Well, I don't really like to try to get involved with politics with my friends because I don't know who they're voting for. I don't want anything to
interfere with your
friendships.
friendships. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But other community things, are you getting involved with that?
Well, sometimes, yeah.
Church.
Church. I do a lot of things for church. I help decorate for our VBS at church.
What's VBS?
Vacation Bible School. It's something
nice.
it's something we do. It's a week-long thing, about 5, 6 days of kids. There's kids having fun. There's water day. There's Bible lessons. There's snacks. There's a lot of things that we go.
Everything's good with snacks, don't you think? I know, I love snacks. Snacks are good. So that's really good stuff. It's really good stuff. I look forward to you. You are definitely a leader, my girl. You are definitely a leader. I love it. I just love it. So well spoken. Sandra, your opera in the park. Brilliant idea. First year out. Thinking you're going to do it year over year?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I've already discussed it with the Cultural Center, Kirsten, and I've discussed it with Piccola. And as it grows, we'll see how this turns out.
Yeah. Do you ever think you're going to stop? You constantly coming in, tacking in, trying different things, always involved. Now I see the family resemblance in that, with your niece, her mom. Everybody is really giving back to the community. Does it ever stop, or do you constantly move ahead?
I mean, I love doing what I do.
Yeah.
So, and this is a fun project for me. I'm really enjoying it, and I think I probably won't stop as long as I can keep going.
Love that. I love that. I love that. Again, the giving back, it should be inspiring. Our listeners are probably so inspired by both of you, the way you give back. You're constantly thinking beyond yourself. And I've known that you've had to jump some hurdles, that you've had a couple of struggles, but you just push through and you continue because you know what you're doing is from the heart. And you're always very genuine. And I really appreciate that about both of you. Very genuine, giving back, sharing who you are. Whether people take shots or not, it doesn't matter. You keep pushing through and you continue to be genuine. I love that. And you bring that to your students, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, you help them bring their genuineness out and be able to show up real, because you really show up for you and you show up big. You show up big. So last words, last thoughts that you want to share with everyone.
I'm just really excited to do this. This has been fun, and I think it's going to be a really great performance. And if you're free on the 19th, come out and see it.
And what were the operas again? I love the way you speak.
It's Rigoletto, Le Nozze di Figaro, Lamke, and Carmen. Some very, very big opera arias and duets.
Yeah, very famous. Makes me
Die
want to go back to
Fledermaus.
Italy. Yes, one of my favorites. The only one you're missing is Madame Butterfly. One of my favorites.
No, we don't have anything
although
from
I
that.
sob. Although I sob every time. It's like
Maybe next year.
So it's good. Are you going to be performing?
I think I am, actually, yes.
Are you?
It's in the works, but we'll see.
I'm so excited. I was hoping you were going to say that because you were sidestepping that question when I asked you a couple of weeks ago. And you're like, I don't know. So this is outstanding, outstanding. Do you have any last thoughts? Anything you want to share with the community about what you do, about, giving back to community?
I think it's very important to give back to your community, especially when you're a lot younger and there's not many things you can do. You could still do your best and stuff, do your part.
I love it. I love doing your part. That's a really good thing. You're just an angel. I love it. I love what you do. And how can anybody get those shirts?
Yeah, I think you can go on the Loud Majority on Facebook. They're selling them.
The Loud Majority?
Loud Majority, yes, and also Team Zeldin, I think, might be. I'm not sure, but I think so.
Okay. I love it. So Congressman Zeldin, your good friend, Lila Ray, is definitely appreciative, no doubt, of everything that you did and are doing. And I look forward to other designs that you come up with other organizations. And are you working with any other organizations yet?
Not
because I suspect you might be.
Not currently, nope.
Okay. We'll see who reaches out to you after this show to see what other designs you come up with. So our aspiring artist, our singer, our dancer, and I can't believe you also do the drawing. I don't do drawing. I use clip art.
I'm not really good with actual drawing. I do sketches, and painting is my thing.
That's your thing?
Yeah.
What do you paint?
I usually paint pictures of areas and cartoons and probably TV shows as well, like characters from TV shows.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you do that up on your YouTube channel?
I do digital art on my YouTube channel. I've done a few speed paints.
What's digital art?
Digital art, well, I do it on an app on my phone and I record it. I use a stylus pen on it, and there's different brushes, different colors I use, and I speed it up so that it doesn't take forever and people can watch the way I do it.
Almost like TikTok. Are you on TikTok?
No. I watch it, but I'm not really posting. I don't post on it.
You're probably not allowed to be on TikTok yet. Yeah. But that's what you mean by the speed up things, right? It's like Reels on Instagram.
It's sped up, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you have a lot of them up there?
I have a few. I have one that I did for my best friend's birthday. It was like a thing. It had both of our favorite animals. Roasting marshmallows as a cartoon. I did one of a cherry blossom tree in the night. And I think I did one more, but I'm just not sure about which one it is right now.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. Really, really an honor to meet you. Really an honor.
Thank you.
Nice job. Sandra, one more time. Little PSA for your opera in the park.
Yes, it's going to be at Agawam Park, and that's going to be on Job's Lane, 51 Pond, near the Cultural Center, and that's going to be on August 19th at 6:30 p.m. And bring your chair.
Unbelievable. And your money for raffles and for food to support the local. Is it food trucks?
Yes.
Oh, food. We have more than one truck?
I believe so.
Oh my gosh, I love food trucks. They're awesome.
The cultural center is actually doing that, and the village is doing some sponsorship on this as well with the showmobile and the sound and stuff. They're sponsoring the event.
That's a big deal. So you
it
get
is.
that all
It's wonderful
taken
that they're
care of.
doing that.
Yeah, it really is. But, you're inspiring, and the community gives back and helps out people who come up with beautiful ideas to share with the community. So again, I thank you for everything that you do. You're so inspirational, as are you, Lila Ray. I still love your name. It's like my favorite name ever now.
Thank you.
That's so beautiful. I love it. And because I know the story behind it, it's really cool too. But thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate both of you. You guys must be so inspired by this young lady who is an entrepreneur in and of herself, and just so well-spoken. And Sandra, your Opera in the Park, I can't wait to go. Can't wait to watch the show. Can't wait to see you up there, Lila Ray, and to hear you sing, Sandra. I'm looking forward to those performances. And again, your Harmony Preschool is still open?
It is, yes.
And your Long Island School of Music? You offer all different tutoring for different instruments and vocalists. And
we had to scale back a lot, and just prior to the pandemic, I was on a little bit of a sabbatical, and then the pandemic hit.
Yep.
So we're kind of rebuilding.
Yeah.
And as time goes on, we'll be posting more.
That's awesome.
On the website.
That is amazing. So in the meantime, we want you to go to the website for Long Island School of the Arts. If you have any other questions, give Sandra a call. Reach out to us. We'll connect you to Sandra and or Lila Ray, because I suspect our budding artist is going to get a lot of people coming after her in a good way. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. It makes my heart just soar to share this time with you. And I know you could be doing all kinds of things and listening to other people, and you're here listening to us, so we really appreciate you. In the meantime, I want to remind you, we're here to serve one another, so take a little time out of your day and serve someone else, little something for someone else. It's real important that we do that every day. Take after Lila Ray. That's what she does, right? And I thank you again for joining us here on Healthy Lifestyle. I am Lorianne Casdia. Until next time, play a higher role, serve a higher purpose, show up for you, and show up, right, Michael?
Big.
There you go. Show up big. Have a great day.